Now, many years ago, a man by the name of John Gray wrote a book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And then the book became a global bestseller. Because when you look through life, there are some books that come from time to time in different aspects of life just to open up a new portal to help people. Whenever you talk about the world of relationship, one of the books that has opened a portal is the book called Love Languages, 5 Love Languages. That book just opened a portal to bring understanding for people. Another one is this one called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Why? Because many times as Christians, because we practice Christianity as a religion, many of us only read the Bible, but we don't understand that every other aspect of life is part of God. God is in science, God is in psychology, God is in philosophy. So God raises believers and trains them in science, in psychology, in philosophy, in engineering, in money, in all kinds of stuff, so that by virtue of their training, they can use that to help us to get more clarity about the Word of God. If you are a student of history and you're a student of life, you realize that some of the things that you consider a mystery in the Bible are things that science has now come to agree that it really happened. E.g., when what's his name, Joshua told the sun to stand still for a day. Now, after centuries, science came to the conclusion in calculating the time of life that there is something missing. And when they were trying to look for what was missing, someone said, no, there was one time that they said in the Bible that one guy made the sun to stand still. They did a calculation and then they discovered that that was part of what was missing. But there was something else that was still missing. And then they went back again and saw again another part of scripture. And that's how they're able to get calculation. So don't think that God is against science. Because science is a part of God, it's a dimension of God. Do you understand that? Because when you understand it, it will help you. So many people think that, oh, all these things that these people are teaching is not Bible. Do you understand? It's not Bible. Is there toothpaste in Bible? Did you not brush your teeth this morning? Hello? Hey, it's not Bible. No. They are just coming up with all this formula. Please listen. There is no knowledge but of God. Hello? So this man made us to understand that men and women seem to come from two different planets, speaking two different languages with two different worldview, and that in order for a man and a woman to relate successfully, they need to go into interplanetary discussion, where the woman will bring the man into her planet, the man will bring the woman into his planet, and they will communicate and educate each other to gain understanding on how to relate effectively. So bottom line, a woman is supposed to teach the man how to love her by helping the man to understand her language. You remember love languages? And the man is supposed to educate the woman on how to love him by bringing her into the understanding of his language. But when people don't have that understanding, there is this clash between genders. And now you see the clash between gender has gone into a hyper dimension now. Because we have a group of people that say that they are feminists and they are going to women liberation. And many of the people that are claiming that they are feminists don't even understand what feminist is. I am a feminist and I'm not a female. Hello? Who is a feminist? A feminist is someone that believes in equality. A feminist is someone that believes that a woman should not get less than a man because of gender. A feminist is someone that believes that whether you are male or female, you have equal value in the sight of God and you have equal value in the marketplace. That's a feminist. I'm a feminist. God is a feminist. Hello? Feminism is about give me what I deserve, give me what I qualify for without considering gender in the equation. But a lot of people have now taken that into another dimension because they don't realize that even though we are equal, when we go into different sectors of life and different institutions, that equality cannot work. What do I mean? When you go to the courts and you are a man, but your wife is a chief judge, when you get into that court, you cannot command her to say she's your wife. When you get into court, you will say what? My lord. Why? In that institution, it has nothing to do with male or female. There is a regulation for this institution. And the regulation for that institution is that anyone that sits on that seat is what? Is judge and is Lord. Are you getting that? I just need to lay this down before we go deeper into all this. Now, so when you now come into marriage, in that marriage, God says this man is the head. He didn't say the man is better than you. Bible didn't say that. He didn't say the man is more valuable than you. He said that in this marriage, this man is head. And headship is coordination. It's not superiority. Headship is responsibility. Hello? But when people don't understand me, I cannot submit to any man. Even in marriage, it's 50-50. We are equal. We are not equal. Inside marriage, we are not equal. Hello? When you don't have this understanding, you create problem for yourself. And sometimes when you look at some things, you're like, this life now, wow. Is it this bad? Is it this terrible? A woman of God sent out a tweet giving a testimony. And in her testimony, I had to go and somebody was asking me, what's happening? I said, I don't follow this social media. So I had to go and read the tweet to say, what is the problem? And the woman was giving a testimony that one time she was sporting and then she had miscarriage, because as far as she was concerned, she had miscarriage. She was sporting. So whether she went to hospital to confirm she had miscarriage, the tweet is how many letters, so there's no way we can decode it from the tweet. But she said when her husband now came back, which means the husband was not there, the husband came back later. Hello? The husband came and said, I have miscarriage, I was seeing blood. And the husband said, you don't have miscarriage. You are not pregnant with blood. You are pregnant with a baby. Give me my food. And the man went to eat. The tweet never said that she went to cook. The tweet never said that the man said, go to the kitchen with blood. He said, give me my food. But when people that are the demonic feminists that don't understand feminism, that think that feminism is man against woman fighting each other, when the people say, you see, this is Africa, can you tell a woman? And the thing went, I said, what is wrong with this generation? So as we are talking of this gender, clash of the titans, it's a clash that is becoming more real today. That if you are not matured and exposed and knowledgeable, you have to be careful what you say. Because anything you say, some people are reading it from the lens of, are you trying to say a man is better than a woman? Are you trying to say? And you are wondering, who did this for you? I think I shared with you. I still repeated it in the conference we had in Manchester last week. Last year when I went to the UK, a case which I repeated to you, people that were doing masters, they were in a master's degree, they are doing their masters. And then they divided them into group. And by dividing them into group, they now had to fix the time that they will meet among their group. And then they were discussing, let's meet tomorrow. Then one lady, just innocently, they said, no, I will not be able to make it. They have to go home and cook for my husband. That's all she said, though, innocently. Not knowing that statement alone has created trouble. The next thing was they got a call that they will need to come and visit them to check what's happening in their house, that because they got a report that she's being abused. And she said, abuse. Who is abusing me? She said, no, your husband is abusive. How? We have been married for 27 years. We came into UK just last year. We have 4 children. Everything is fine. We are Christians. We are even ministers. What's the abuse where? He said, no, that because you are part of a group, and that when they were trying to fix a meeting, you told them you cannot be in the meeting because you have to go and cook for your husband. That how can you leave school when you are supposed to be a student and cooking for your husband is more priority? Can't he cook for himself? That means he's controlling you. That means he's manipulating you. That means he's abusing you. That means you are under threat. You see how they have turned the whole thing around. When I was telling you in Jackpa, you people refused to listen. Listen to me. Listen. True life story. Me, I will tell you. If you know, I just came back. If I'm not back, I'm just transiting. Now listen. If you know how many marital cases, man of God, that they were trying to pull me into now, just by going here. Pastor, I would like to see. I say, sorry, you can't see me. They say, boy, I say you cannot see me. If you want to see me, book appointments. Come to Nigeria and come and see me. I travel here for my own agenda. I didn't buy ticket to come and fix your marital problem. When I was preaching Jackpot before you left, did you tell me you are coming to London? Now you are here, you are fighting with your wife. I should come and sit down. I said, this is London. No, it's 300 pounds per hour. It's 300 pounds per hour. It's 300 pounds per hour. I will collect the money with my full chest and give you receipts. It's 300 pounds per hour. You can't see me. You cannot come to see me. Did you tell me when you were relocating? Sit down there, face it. Hello? If it is here, we'll sit down with you 3 hours. Free. Ordinary envelope you will not drop. Bless you, sir. As if bless you, sir, will fuel the car. Birthday we won't see you. Christmas we won't see you. Say, I want to, don't see me, see God. Hello, you know. So many years ago, let's continue. So that let me just lay foundation, because I know that this one is heavy. So let me lay foundation. Many years ago, scientists were trying to come up with the gender for the computer in the millennia, Y2K, 98, 99, 2000. They were thinking all these PCs that we're producing, how do we address it? Do we address the computer as he or she? So they brought male and female scientists together to do the research. And then the male scientists concluded that the computer should be referred to as she. And the female scientists concluded that the computer should be referred to as he. So they asked them why. So the female came up with the conclusion that, number one, the computer should be referred to as a he because these men, the only way you can use them is to turn them on. And the only way you can use a computer is to do what? Is to turn it on. Until a man is turned on, you might not be able to use and manipulate him. So let's call the computer he. He said, number two, every time you buy a computer, in your mind, you believe that the computer is coming to solve problem for you. But it is after you now buy the computer, you discover that the computer itself is a problem. So many times you bring a man into your life thinking they are the solution, only to discover that that man comes with a lot of problems that you will have to now become a solution to his problem. They said number three, every time you buy a computer, not too long after you buy, you suddenly realize that a new model has come out. That you now begin to say, Kai, I should have waited for a newer model. He says, so every time you bring a man into your life, you are happy on wedding day that you are finally married. He said, but after a while, you now begin to discover that there are better men. That maybe you should have waited for the next man. That was their own conclusion. By the time they ask the guy, they say, guys, why do you think that the computer should be referred to as a she? They say, sir, number one, only the creator of the computer understands the inner working of the computer. That these women, only God can understand women. Hello? God created the world, he rested. He created man, he rested. Since the day God created a woman, neither God nor man has rested. Only God, women, the way their mind operates, only God, to think that you understand, you will be fooling yourself. Hello? They say number two, when you buy a computer, in your mind, you think that, oh, I bought a computer, and that this computer is good to help me. But you now suddenly realize that even your smallest mistake is stored up in a long-term memory. With red, actually. With red. This is a woman. What you thought has been settled, she will just show up one day. Hey, you have started again. You remember I told you, you are always doing this thing. Always. You know, 7 years ago, when we were living in Bagada, you know, that upstairs, when you used to wear that your yellow top that I say I don't like, you will be amazed. She will give it to you, and you're like, I thought we have said it. Said to what? Said to what? All of a sudden, a marriage that you woke up, everybody was happy. You will just see her flip. And you are wondering, what did I do again? You didn't know whether she has remembered something that is in the diary of her mind. Then they said number 3. Every time you buy a computer, purchase has just started though. Because when you buy a computer, you are thinking you have acquired a computer. You will now discover that there are many accessories that you will need to buy. After computer, you need to buy mouse, you need to buy antivirus, you need to. He says, so every time a woman comes into your life is the beginning of expenses. You will forever buy. So which of them is correct? Okay, assignments. So love and glow, you discuss it. Women of grace, you discuss it. Men of courage, you discuss it. Fusion, you discuss it. We know who is who. Let's move on. That one is just a comedy relief. So because of time, we're going to be looking at 10 differences between a man and a woman. And then I will give you 2 today, and we'll continue in the next part. So when we say these are differences between a man and a woman, let's note this caveat. These are just dominant tendencies. There are exceptions. So it doesn't mean that every man will do this or every woman will do this. But they are dominant tendencies. And once you are able to have an understanding of these dominant tendencies, it will now help you to at least have a general understanding of humanity. So that by the time you are now meeting your man or meeting your woman, it will now be to now understand some just, little differences or uniqueness of that person. Because when you hear things like all these women are the same, yeah, there are things that are the same to almost every woman. When you hear all men are the same, yeah, and why shouldn't they be? They are male. There are things that are the same to every male, the same to every female. But there are also things that are different from male to male, female to female. So while you understand the general, you now have to also take time to do or to study the specifics of the person you are getting involved with. And that's what courtship is all about. It's really about understanding and ascertaining conviction. So, number 1, men are logical while women are emotional. Men are logical while women are emotional. Now, does it mean that men are not emotional? No. Does it mean that women are not logical? No. But most of the time, when you see men and women, you find out that a lot of men, because there's what we call the left brain and the right brain dichotomy, which I will not be able to, there's not enough time to offload that this morning. But see, most men, they think before they feel. Most women will feel before they start thinking about what they are feeling. And that's why it's very, very easy for a man to be accused of being insensitive. It's very easy for a man to be accused of being hard. It's very easy for a man to be accused of not being caring. Why? Because he's a man. He wants to be able to logically have an understanding of what is happening without allowing his emotion to be the driver of his decisions. So for instance, we are in church now. If after service now, you get a news that a brother is involved in an accident, and the accident took place in, where did they say they are doing that wedding? Badagry. So that the brother was involved in an accident in Badagry. Now listen, you know Badagry is far from here. Okay, so now listen. If after service they tell you, this brother was involved in an accident, and 2 brothers and 2 sisters are standing, hearing the same information, what will the women most likely do? Hey, and that brother is always did it. But the men will not do that. What will the men most likely do? Badagry. Kilo Shem Badagry. Is that what was he doing in Badagry? Does he live there? Why? Because in their brain, they are like, this guy should be in church. Why is he in Badagry? If he doesn't live in Badagry, we are in church. You went to Badagry. They are already calculating the spiritual application for you. They are already thinking, okay, Badagry. They are already calculating, how do we get a car that will bring him? Do we have any hospital in Badagry? Do we know somebody we can call? They are solving the problem without attaching emotion. But you just say, hey. In what way does he heal the guy? You see, so, but we need each other. So you need to understand that logic is needed, that emotion is also needed. Was it yesterday we were discussing? Because you know, this Japa thing, people are returning already. Yeah, people are already returning. At least I met 2 people now. In fact, one has already returned. Okay, that he was coming, maybe he will be in church today. They are returning already. Hello? One now, they sold everything, as in everything. House, car, everything. And they are still in Nigeria. So everybody that is trying to counsel them, now all the pastors that have called them, the man said, no. If you want to see me separate, see her separate. I cannot be in the same room with her, or else I will kill her in your presence. Because she kept pushing. She was making the house unbearable. She was just pushing until we sold everything. And now we are here. Hello? So if you are a man, let her push you. It's all right. Push anywhere to you have to. I've told you before. I know you don't shift what we, because at the end of the day, she will turn around to say, are you not a man? Did I force you? You will be shocked. You will be shocked when a woman can make your life miserable. That when the Bible says it is better to live in the forest than to live in a penthouse. You don't know what he's talking about. But you know where the balance is? Let me show you. When you are at home and a visitor comes to visit you, the visitor comes in, sits down, and you begin to talk. Do you know that most men will never offer the visitor anything? Nothing. But after about 1 hour of talking, if a woman comes in and sees the table empty, say, welcome, honey, you didn't even offer them anything. What do I offer you? Tea, coffee, rice. Now, why is she doing that? She's emotional. That's the emotion of it. That's the hospitality. A man doesn't have that, except he has to train to do it. You know the way a man thinks. If somebody comes to my house, do I offer them the toilet? No. But if they are pressed, they will ask, can I use the toilet? Then I will now say, that. So in the same vein, somebody that left his house to come to my house is not a restaurant. It's not a canteen. So no be food they come. There must be a reason why they came. So once they get, hey, my guy, how you doing? So what's it happen? We go straight to point. Logic. But the woman is like, do you know a woman can use food to kill the person? That the reason why they came, they will not discuss it. It is after the person have left. That's how I saw the why I actually came. Hello? No. Let me, if I don't need to go number 2, this one don't make I stop here. Now listen. Look, I'm telling you, this thing affects marriage. So, haven't you seen on Sunday morning, wardrobe is full of clothes, and your wife is saying, I don't have what to wear. And you are wondering, how people in normal you don't have what to wear. All this one don't be clothes. Man, do you understand that? I don't understand. Everywhere is full of clothes. He said, I don't have what to wear. So the guy is wondering, hey, what you don't enter? All this one never do. What you don't have what to wear? This one don't be clothes. But a man, sharp. He don't dress, he don't move. Do you know that before a man goes to the market to buy anything, he has captured what he has in his mind? So when he gets to that store and is looking at the shirt and the tie, he's thinking, this great top, Shokoto TB, okay, this one will go with jeans, so I can wear it to church, I can wear it to office, go fit. So do you have it in blue? You'll be asking serious question. And after asking all the question, he will now ask how much. Because he wants to know whether it's worth the cost or make I forget and make I dry clean what I get. That's the way it's logic. But when a woman goes there, it's as if the brain was on sabbatical, with all due respect. They will just follow what is beautiful, what is flashy, and just buy. Do you know that women have gone to the market to buy clothes that didn't size them? Shoes that didn't size them. And when they were in the market, it sized them. You are getting it? You see yourself? He sized them for market. Oh. So I say, oh, what they want me? You see, when you were in the market, you were so excited that what was pinching you did not pinch you. How do you people do this to us? And you know our budgets. They will now go and buy something. You know the amazing one? You will have told your woman that this is the budget. To keep to budget. Women, I don't know whether it's another course. Maybe the accountant will help us. Don't you people understand budgeting? That when we say budget means this is the last card. You people will now come back again, be rubbing our heads. You know, actually, things are very expensive in the market now. Can you top it up? Abba, top what up? Is this a Mefuele season? When there is no money that we can be topping up, even your money in the bank, they didn't allow you to access it. What are we topping up? Hello? No, it's amazing. After you have said this is the budget, they will now come and say, here was the market. I bought things are very expensive. They are finished buying it. I say, but the issue now is I need shoe. Or I need a bag that will go with it. Hello? When you were in the market, you didn't know how many bags you had before to be calculating. Okay, this one will not go. That is the reality. But are we going to fight over that? No. You just understand. When you have this understanding, it will help you. It will help you so you can now know how to begin to plan. So if, for instance, now you have understanding that, okay, they may not go after budget. So if your budget is 200,000, tell them budget is 100. It's called the factor of safety. No, you know, I'm telling you, say budget is 100. So when they now come back, they say, okay, and then the women are hearing now, they will now say it's a hair. Are you sure that's the budget? Or you are obeying pastor's message? Don't forget I was in church that day when pastor preached it. May the Lord have mercy on all of us. God bless you.